Petra, the legendary rose-red city, is a vast, unique archaeological park and a UNESCO World Heritage Site in southern Jordan, famed for its breathtaking architecture carved directly into vibrant red, white, and pink sandstone cliffs. A brief history. The Nabateans, this nomadic Arab tribe, established Petra as their capital around the 4th century BCE. Its strategic location at the crossroads of key trade routes, especially for frankincense, myrrh, and spices, brought immense wealth. Engineering marvels. The Nabateans were brilliant hydrologists, constructing an extensive system of dams, canals, and cisterns to control flash floods and provide water for a population that may have reached 30,000. Decline and rediscovery. After being annexed by the Roman Empire and later suffering from shifts in trade routes and major earthquakes, Petra was largely abandoned by the 7th century CE. It remained known only to local Bedouin tribes until Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it for the Western world in 1812. Key sites to see. The Sick. The main entrance is a magnificent, 1.2 km long, 0.75 miles, narrow gorge with towering cliffs up to 80 meters high. Walking through this natural corridor is an experience in itself. The Treasury, Al-Khazna, the iconic facade that marks the end of the Sick. Carved in the 1st century BCE as a royal tomb, its intricate Hellenistic-style detail is awe-inspiring, especially as it first appears through the crack in the canyon. The Street of Facades, a row of Nabatean tombs carved into the cliff face, leading towards the heart of the city. The Royal Tombs, an impressive collection of massive tomb facades, including the Urn Tomb, Silk Tomb, and Corinthian Tomb. The Roman Theatre, a 7,000-seat amphitheater carved into the mountainside by the Nabateans and later expanded by the Romans. The Colonnaded Street, the main street of the Roman-era city, lined with the ruins of shops and leading to Qasr al-Bint, one of the few freestanding major structures, a temple dedicated to a Nabatean god. Ad-Dair, the monastery, a massive and awe-inspiring facade, even larger than the Treasury. Reaching it requires a climb of about 800 steps, but the views from the top are unparalleled. Visiting Petra. Practical tips. Tickets. Purchase tickets at the Visitor Center. Consider the Jordan Pass online before your trip, as it often includes the visa fee and entry to Petra. Time required. A minimum of 1 full day is essential. 2 or 3 days are recommended to see everything, including the longer hikes. Best time to visit. Spring, March, May, and autumn, September, November, offer pleasant temperatures. Start early in the morning to avoid the midday heat and crowds. What to wear/bring. Wear comfortable, sturdy walking shoes, a hat, and sunscreen. Carry plenty of water. Getting around. The main route is on foot. There are options for horse-drawn carriages through the Sick, and donkeys or camels can be hired for some of the steeper climbs. Ensure you agree on a price beforehand. Petra is more than a single monument. It's an entire lost city that offers an unforgettable journey into the heart of an ancient and ingenious civilization. The deeper story. Beyond the Treasury, the Nabatean gods, and spiritual life, Petra was not just a city of commerce, it was a profound religious center. The Nabateans were polytheistic, and their chief deity was Dushra, Dushera, meaning, he of the Shera Mountains. He was often represented as a rectangular, block-like stone or obelisk, an iconic form you can see throughout the site, including right next to the Treasury's entrance. His female consort was the goddess Al-Uzza, associated with power and water, often linked to the Greek goddess Aphrodite. The magnificent Ad-Dair, the monastery, is believed to have been a major temple dedicated to Dushra, explaining its monumental scale and prominent location. The recent excavations at the Great Temple Complex reveal a sprawling site with a grand staircase, a triple-chambered underground cellar, and elaborate marble and painted stucco decorations, suggesting it was a central hub for both political and religious ceremonies. The enigma of sacrifice and high places. At the summit of Jabal Madba, the mountain at the end of the Street of Facades, you find Al-Madba, the place of sacrifice. This is a complex of altars, channels, and basins carved directly out of the mountain peak. It is believed the Nabateans performed ritualistic animal sacrifices here to appease their gods, likely for rain, prosperity, or protection. The views from this spot are panoramic and spiritual, offering a sense of why they chose this location to commune with their deities. The journey to this and other high places is a key part of understanding the Nabatean worldview, which deeply connected geography with the divine, the engineering marvel and detail. The Nabateans' water management system is their most brilliant achievement. As you walk through the Sikh, notice the ceramic pipes and channels running along the walls. They didn't just dig trenches, they carved a pressure reduction system into the rock to control the ferocious flow of water during rare but violent desert rains. They constructed a massive dam at the entrance of the Sikh to divert floodwaters through a separate tunnel, protecting the main passage. This system fed a vast network of cisterns, ensuring the city could survive long sieges and periods of drought. This mastery over water in a desert environment was the true source of Petra's power, more than its location on trade routes alone. The living culture, the Bdul Bedouin. For generations, the Bdul Bedouin tribe called the caves of Petra home. In the 1980s, to protect the antiquities and provide modern amenities, the Jordanian government relocated them to the purpose-built village of Sayhoun, just outside the site. However, their soul remains in Petra. Many still work within the park as guides, souvenir sellers, and caretakers of the tea stalls that offer welcome respite in the shadows of the tombs. Their vibrant culture is part of the experience: the sound of the rababa, a traditional one-stringed violin, the taste of sweet, sage-infused Bedouin tea, and their incredible knowledge of every hidden path and canyon. Their intricate embroidery and silver jewelry are a living craft tradition, hidden gems and challenging hikes. While the main trail is spectacular, adventurous visitors can find solitude and stunning vistas on alternative routes. The High Place of Sacrifice Trail, a steep but rewarding climb, from near the royal tombs, that takes you to the summit and past other fascinating tombs, offering a bird's-eye view of the entire city. Jabal Haroun, Mount Aaron, the highest peak in the area, with a white domed mosque at the top, built in the 14th century. It is believed to be the burial place of the prophet Aaron, brother of Moses, and is a site sacred to Muslims and Christians. The full hike is a full-day commitment. The Little Petra, Sikh Al-Barid, located a short drive north. This is a fascinating satellite site with its own smaller Sikh, beautifully preserved tombs, and a triclinium, dining hall, with a rare, intact painted ceiling, offering a glimpse of the vibrant colors that once adorned all of Petra's facades. Petra by night, this is a magical, if touristy, experience. The Sikh is lit by over 1,500 candles in paper bags, creating a path of flickering light. The walk is made in near silence, culminating at the Treasury, which is illuminated by hundreds more candles. Here, Bedouin musicians play traditional music and a host tells stories under the stars. It's a completely different atmosphere from the daytime bustle, offering a more intimate and mystical connection to the ancient city. Conservation challenges: Petra faces constant threats. Salt crystallization within the sandstone causes the rock faces to blister and flake away. Water erosion continues to wear down the delicate carvings. The sheer volume of tourism brings wear and tear, and vibrations from horses' hooves and human touch accelerate decay. International teams, including the Petra National Trust, work tirelessly to monitor the structures, reinforce fragile cliffs, and manage visitor flow to ensure this irreplaceable treasure survives for future generations. In essence, Petra is a multi-layered story written in stone. It is a tale of engineering genius, spiritual devotion, economic power, and cultural resilience. To know Petra is to understand that its true wonder lies not just in the famous facade of the Treasury, but in the totality of its landscape, its history, and the enduring spirit of the people who have always called it home.